relationship and connections are the key element for your success in your entrepreneurial life or in your personal life. This is something I have learned and I keep seeing, and for the last, I will say, couple of weeks, actually even a month, as I'm progressing through my own journey. And as I'm here today in Anaheim, California, after 5 days event I participated, I decided to have a day off, and today, before I head back to Canada, and I decided to come to Newport Beach. It's a beautiful place, a beautiful beach that I said it's a must to come here. It's a great opportunity that I cannot miss it. And as I was in the Uber driver, and kudos to say hello to James, our Uber driver today, we were talking on our way coming here, and the same thing came up, relationship. He was mentioning, he was speaking so beautiful about his relationship with his wife. You know, conversation happen when you're in an Uber. Some people talk, some people don't. But he was such a gentleman. He asked us how we are, everything. And at one point we start talking about, ask him about, he has a family, children, and he starts speaking so highly about his wife that it's something that even it's sad to say, but you don't hear it too often. And he was like saying that, you know, women are so, they need to be appreciated even more, because we will not be here without them. And I love, like, of course, it's, as a woman, I understand the value of a man appreciating a woman, but then I felt the need to express my own opinion that in the same time a man needs to be appreciated, and said that you know, it's been this revolution of empowering women are the best, women are strong, women are independent, women are very man-like now today. They have all this, you know, the ability to do so many things like before. And it makes me think that's why I told him, I said, make me think that, James, it's beautiful to see how much you honor and love and respect your wife, and you speak so highly about her. In general, most of the people, men or women, they speak so badly or poorly about their partners that no wonder the relationships in general, they, like, you know, downhill, and, you know, divorces in a high rate. And seeing this, I said to him, as beautiful is for you to honor your wife in front of literally strangers that you might never see again, that shows the integrity as a man. But also for me, I felt the need to express my acknowledgement to him and to men in general, because men too needs to be respected. You know, woman loves to be nurtured and carried and protected and provided to her. But also, don't forget about the men. We can't just expect from men to do all these things for us, but we're not respecting and honoring the men around us. It comes both ways. Any kind of relationship, in a business, you know, your children. Just because your children, that doesn't mean you don't have to respect them. Your, you know, your elderly people, like people in your family, and your partner. The most important is your partner. And we expect us as women, I will speak from my point of view, you know, we expect our men in our life to respect us, to provide us, to think what we want, to know what we want, and all of this. But we forget that comes both ways. It's a tango, it's a duo. We have to think of what they are, their needs. And James was mentioning that the two biggest things are communication. If you're not communicating and you're not telling your partner what you want and what you expect, and how did you hear what they say, because most of the time we assume what they said, you know. And also make me think, like, yes, but it's so important to come back to, besides that he's a man or a woman, he's a human, and he has struggles. He goes through his own, you know, turbulences, and emotionally, mentally, he goes through his own suffering that maybe it's not speaking with nobody because he doesn't feel safe. And all these things are so important. But to wrap it up, on what I want to bring, the two keynotes as awareness in my own life, a reminder for me and a reminder for you, is that if you want to have a great relationship, and if you want to have a flourish relationship, a fulfill relationship, then most definitely it's your job to feed it. It's like a tree, you know, a relationship. When two people come together, if you plant a seed, which is your relationship, if you don't nurture it every single day, then it's not gonna grow, it's gonna die. Then you wonder, like, you know, How many times, let me ask you, how many times you've been in a relationship on the beginnings and it's honey and it's juicy and it's spicy and everything is amazing, and then 6 months later, a year later, or a couple of years later, it's kind of dying down? Don't ask why he's not loving me anymore. Ask why I'm not showing my love towards that person anymore. I became lazy because I taken it for granted. And when you communicate, when you bring your communication back, when you express who you are, you express what you want, you listen, because that's why we have 2 ears and a mouth, to listen more than we talk, then the other person will feel value, will feel heard, will feel appreciated. Because that's why we all need. Humans, man or woman, we all need this in the end. Doesn't matter. And we're all going through the same struggles. So remind yourself to be a bit more kinder today with your spouse, with your partner, business partner, children, any kind of relationship you have in your life. Remind yourself that you don't know what is inside of them. You don't know if they struggle or not. And that maybe will help you to build a beautiful, strong, flourishing relationship that you are wanting for, you're dreaming for. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. See you tomorrow. Until then, live your life like it's truly yours. Bye-bye.